Here we have very simple architecture of RNN. So here we have the input in a sequence like you see here, x1 through xn, and we have three input layers or three input nodes, and you have one hidden layer and you have one output node. So the sequence or the data set is fed to the network in the time step as it has come. Let's say that the input sentence or a part of the sentence is "you are awesome." So you would feed in "you" first, then "are," and then "awesome." So just for the sake of calculation, we are assuming this is t and this is t minus 1, and then this is t plus 1. You will see why. So first, the "u" comes in the input node, and this definitely is pre-processed, and then it could be outputted in many ways like one hot encoding or a vector. So it goes out as "u" and then it goes through a layer, then it goes through a neuron, so it goes through the process of weights and multiplication with inputs and bias, and then what happens is this output is fed to the next neuron in the hidden layer. So by the time this comes in here, the next word in the sentence is ready to be fed, so this comes in and this is combined with this input which is fed. So we are feeding the sequence of "you are." Then it goes through the same process of a neuron, and then this is also done to the next word which is "awesome." Then the "awesome" is fed along with the sequence of "you are awesome." It maintains a weight matrix for this sequence information, and that is what is called as a memory, and that eventually from which the context is derived. And finally, it builds the probability of the word "awesome" coming after "are" or any other word coming after "are" for all the words in the dictionary or in a certain language. Now let's take a training example to make more sense of what we've been discussing. So the input output pair is fed to the network. So this is the input output pair, for example. So let's say that in English you say "you're awesome," and then in Spanish is "usted es maravilloso." So this is what is fed to the network, and of course the network uses backpropagation, and this is called backpropagation through time, since the looping of information within the hidden layer, and there is a time aspect to it. So the network trains itself to translate sentences in English to Spanish. In the actual setting, you would feed in how you're doing, and then you would expect the network to spit out an answer in Spanish. Now this could necessarily not be 4 words, this could be more than 4 words or less than 4 words, as you know that this net does not have a fixed input output configuration. There are also other configurations in which you can structure the recurrent neural network. This is a very simple example just to get you started.